Hi, I'm Terry Kimball, President and CEO here at the Chandler Chamber of Commerce. And here I have Zeyna Pruzhanovsky, and here running for Chandler Unified School District. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me. I've enjoyed being here so much and understanding more what the Chamber needs in education.
Well, thank you for that. And let's start off. Why do you want to run for Chandler Unified School District Governing Board?
Well, I love education. I have a heart of an educator. I've been an educator for 10 years. I received my master's in education through ASU, and I love what I do. My children, they came through Chandler Unified. So we have a strong connection to the district. I moved specifically to Arizona. We handpicked Chandler because their schools are exemplary. Their academic programs are excellent. My children have just recently graduated, and I want to make sure that future students have that same academic access to programs that are exemplary. And I feel that with my background in teaching, with my commitment to education in my community, I feel I can be a good component on the board, as well as my previous background in business administration. So I have two areas of expertise that I would like to bring to the board.
Great. So let's talk a little bit about what do you think are some of the biggest challenges that Chandler Unified School District is going to have within the next couple of years?
Well, it definitely comes down to money. The budget is altered through demographics and changes inside the district. It's also altered by what the legislature would deem with the aggregated expenditure limit that had been lifted, but they're always seeking to protect the monies for the district. So I think finances would be something that the district is going to be challenged with in education.
Very well said. So the Chandler Chamber here represents about 172,000 employees here in Chandler. And we're obviously the largest business organization. If elected, how will you continue to foster that positive relationship between the Chamber and yourself?
Thank you for that question, because I'm very excited about workforce development with internships that you already have in the pipeline built into the school district. So we need to enhance more cooperative pipelines to make sure students are aware of this. So businesses are aware that we have a great resource, a great pool of students and families that are invested in their community here. So that's and one way to do that is to listen to the children, to listen to their skill sets, to see what their heart and their desire is. So entrepreneurships within Chandler Unified is something that I would like to bring up as a way to encourage business and to encourage children and students looking forward to their future programs. We might have someone that wants to be a doctor, but through EVIT and through other programs, they can become an emergency medical technician. So those commitments to the healthcare force, when they do go and apply to become a doctor or do research, they'll say, wow, they really thought ahead. They were in a workforce development program. They weren't just with the books, so to say. I'm not against books and learning and going to college, but we need to also really pull in that workforce development, that experience. Say someone is wanting to become an engineer, so they're going to go into drafting. So there's a lot of different ways that we can collaborate with businesses to create a better experience for both business and students.
Great. So let's talk a little bit about, because running for school board it's not easy. So talk to me a little bit about how you've adequately prepared yourself to run for this office.
Well, I did attend the roundtable sessions last year in 2023. And that was just me trying to understand what the community needs. I attended the education roundtable last year and currently this year. Being an educator currently in the classroom, that helps me understand what the professional development is needed, what is going through with the parent-teacher connection too. So those areas really prepare me. But what is preparing me most is being a community member, being invested in our educational process and being committed. I've also been at every school board meeting since last year in April. I wanted to make sure, I wanted to see what was happening. I wanted to hear, I wanted to see, get the pulse of education in our community and hear from community members as they spoke or as I spoke. The first time I spoke, it was about mental health, community mental health for children inside our district, for perhaps having a collective grieving process. So that was the first time I got up on the microphone and I said, I need to let the district know there are some things that we might need additional. So, but listening and learning from our community has really prepared me, I believe.
So you talked a little bit about those community partnerships. So I want to expand upon that a little bit in this next question. How will you prioritize and advocate for those community partnerships to strengthen Chandler's overall workforce pipeline?
Well, working alongside with the Chamber of Commerce, having that relationship of communication, also with businesses that might need those internship programs or they might not be aware of. So having that outreach from the district, from the Chandler Unified School District outreach to let the businesses know that we're here. So that would help start to facilitate that conversation, hopefully.
What do you think is Chandler Unified School District's biggest strength?
The strength are the families and the community that is being built every day. As a teacher, those are small little building blocks. And I believe that the families that are trusting the district, the families that are building that relationship with the administration, the schools, all the fun activities that they do, I believe that it's the community that is the strength, definitely.
What do you think is a challenge or an area for opportunity for the district?
Well, definitely community mental health, and that just doesn't sound like a general blanket for children, but also for the district employees, and making sure that we are listening to our needs. They started the Hope Institute at Chandler Unified, so that recently that was a bridge to reaching out for those that needed more help. So we're hoping to see that, our community mental health is improving. And how does that improve is by making connections with each other. It shouldn't be like, oh, I need help. We need to help each other. We need to communicate more. And so I, as a communicator, would like to communicate better so we can facilitate these programs to help our colleagues, to help our staff, to help our families more. So we can always improve.
So if elected, what would be your number one priority after taking office?
Well, I enjoy education so much. So as an educator, one of my number one priorities is to improve graduation rates. And Chandler Unified has excellent graduation rates, but I feel that we cannot let any child not have that walk across the stage or have that great experience. And that might be making sure that all of our children have their needs met specifically. Maybe there are certain challenges that they're facing. So we have to make sure we don't wait to the last minute. And I know they do a good job at looking forward, like in their junior year, seeing if there's any types of issues that a child might have. But we need to give that enthusiasm and make sure we're checking in some type of, not just checkbox, but listen to the children. What challenges are they having as they move forward, and make sure that the district meets those challenges.
Great. So I know that we've had a short amount of time and we've kind of been all over the board on some of the questions. Is there anything else that you feel that the Chandler voters need to know about you, or maybe I haven't asked you why they should vote for you?
Well, I love education. I love my community. I feel that I have the passion that it takes to make those connections, especially with business, other community members. And I'm a very positive person, so I want to make sure that we all collectively, business organizations, our educators, our students, that we can collectively move forward and make Chandler even better, because as a business model, we always believe in continuous improvement. So
I love that. I love that. Very well said. Well, thank you for joining us. Zeyna Pruzhanovsky is here running for Chandler Unified School District.